Daniel Underwood, dead from a single gunshot blast to the face. Police called Daniel's death a suicide. At least, that's what Daniel's girlfriend Rebecca tells detectives during this interrogation.
He didn't say a word. He just bent over and shot.
And the only other witness to Daniel's death the night of the shooting, roommate Maria Harvick, who seems to confirm Rebecca's story.
I heard the shot. Then when I walked out, I seen him on the floor.
I told them, you know, that he shot himself.
Now, Maria is changing her story, coming to Crime Watch Daily to reveal what she told cops was a lie.
Is this a suicide or a murder?
It's a murder.
No doubt.
No doubt in my mind.
Maria now claims she did see the gun go off, and Rebecca's finger was on the trigger.
When I stepped back out, I mean, she had the gun in her hand, in her right hand, and he looked like he was trying to push it away with his left hand when it went off.
Daniel falls. Rebecca panics. But Maria says Rebecca's fear and desperation wasn't for Daniel, it was for herself.
And I told her she needed to hurry up and call 911. She got up and was just running back and forth down the hallway saying, "Hold on, give me a minute, just wait, just wait." And I said, "Wait for what?" And then right there, she starts trying to tell me, when the cops get here, don't tell them that we argued. She's already telling me what to say and what not to say before calling 911.
My fiancé shot himself in the head.
He shot himself in the head?
Yes.
So when she was telling police that he killed himself,
She told me to tell me that he killed himself. She had the gun, not him.
and there is no doubt in your mind what you saw.
I saw it, yeah. I still see it. When I have a nightmare and I wake up to it, I still see it in my head. And it's a horrible thing to have to see.
Maria says those nightmares have haunted her for years. So why didn't she tell her story when she had the chance?
Did you see the gun at that point?
No.
What made you go along with that if that's not what happened?
Yeah, I was scared. I was scared maybe she's gonna shoot me too.
Maria's new story stabs Daniel's family like a knife through the heart. They've suspected Rebecca since that terrible night Daniel was killed.
So when she said I witnessed it, she pulled the trigger. That had to have floored the family.
Yeah, and then when she said it, it just, confirmed, okay, now this is kind of making more sense as far as what happened, because he wouldn't have killed himself at all.
Stacy says she will never forget the odd statements Rebecca made to police.
Can I get his wallet at all?
Maria now tells Crime Watch Daily Rebecca's strange behavior actually started in the police station parking lot before their interrogation.
She was just standing out there with her brother and her ex, Daniel, in front of their vehicle, joking and laughing and making jokes about everything.
What did you think about that?
I was mad. I wanted to go punch her in the face.
And Maria claims it didn't end there. She says Rebecca went back the next day, took Daniel's cell phone, and deleted files from his computer.
And what did she do there?
She took a couple of people and they went and took a bunch of Daniel's belongings that she wanted to sell. And then later found out she wanted to erase some stuff off the laptop and off his cell phone.
Investigators find out and want to know why. So they haul Rebecca back into the police station.
What all did you erase from the computer?
Just my personal stuff, my daughter's pictures, divorce papers that are mine, my resume.
This business of changing anything, okay, altering anything is going to stop right here and now, okay?
Right.
That doesn't look anything but bad. Anything but bad to do that, okay?
But was it too late? Had the crime scene already been compromised? Journalist Joe Cochran says absolutely.
Everyone was allowed back in hours later.
You go back to the classic O.J. Simpson, crime scene destroyed.
Cochran says the damage had been done.
As we say so many times, the cover-up is sometimes much worse than the crime. How can they go back now?
Cochran also cast doubt on another piece of evidence. Gunshot residue samples taken from Daniel and Rebecca.
The way I understand it, Daniel was right-handed. And like myself, I'm not one that really could pull a trigger or do a lot with my left hand. I understand that's the way he was as well. This boy definitely would have had some evidence on his right hand, gunshot residue. He doesn't have it on his right hand, he has it on his left hand.
Cochran claims that could indicate Daniel was trying to push the shotgun away.
And that left hand was to try and protect what was coming?
He said, "What the?" And it was too late, and the blast went through the middle of his head.
Despite Cochran's theory, forensic reports obtained by Crime Watch Daily show there was no significant gunshot residue on Rebecca's hands. Still, Joe says you can't dismiss what the guilt-ridden Maria saw with her own eyes.
She saw Rebecca shoot him in cold blood. She did not tell that to police. How much did that damage the investigation, even though she went back and said, "I lied"?
She has 4 little children. She was scared to death. There's sometimes that we don't say things out of fear. She has no defense, Maria. She threw up her hands, but now she's come back.
But is it too late? Even though Maria is changing her story, it's not enough for investigators to change their minds. Sulphur Springs police consider the case closed and refused Crime Watch Daily's request for comment. But now another person has come forward. Someone who says Rebecca herself actually told her the entire shocking story and finally revealed the truth.
I was just like, then why the hell ain't you in jail?
Coming up, is it the confession of a killer?
She said, I ran in the room and got his shotgun and I came back out and we were standing in the hallway face to face.
We go looking for the only person who can answer that question. We're with Crime Watch Daily. We're here to talk to Rebecca.
She thinks that she got the last word, but I think he needs to be heard.